All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Shatterproof podcast, episode 3. I'm Cam, and I'm joined by User and Keith.
Hello.
So what's up, dudes?
Hi.
Hello.
It's
Keith
been a
is
while.
already acting like an idiot.
Yeah, it's been a while. So anyway, I thought for the first topic, we'd start off with this "Am I an Asshole" story, and it's in the chat if you guys want to click the link. But essentially, I'll read it out loud. It says, I made friends with a Mexican girl, and after a while, she told me that some of her friends and their families are undocumented, and asked me not to tell anyone. However, I felt it was my patriotic duty to report all illegals, so I made a phone call when I got home and did it. A week later, I was sitting in a bar, and she confronted me, said that all those people are going to be deported, and asked if I reported them. I wanted to stay on good terms with her because she is a nice person, legal, and I want to fuck her eventually. So I lied and said I didn't do it. She started crying, called me a liar because I was the only person who was supposed to know, and she said she hopes I burn in hell. I am sad I lost a friend, but I feel like I did the right thing. So am I an asshole here? Hello? Yeah. So, is she an asshole? Or is he an asshole? Sorry.
Well, I like the top comment saying that just made the entire story up. That seems probably the most probable thing here.
Yeah, it's a very far-fetched story right off the bat, but
yeah, it is.
If you take it all as being true, then I mean, I don't know. He did his civic duty.
I think it's kind of a dick move. However, it's understandable that someone would do that. Although he is totally an asshole because he mentioned the fact that he wanted to fuck her eventually.
Yeah, no, that was asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, in that regard.
So yeah, full on asshole. Well, maybe not full on asshole. Like 75% asshole and 75% just, being an American that wants to report illegals, apparently. Anyway, what'd you guys get your relatives for Christmas?
Who wants to go first? Come on, somebody take some initiative.
Why don't you go first?
Why don't you shut up?
Hey.
I got my family's all one gift. I got them I don't know, old fucking VCR players. Like, they don't hook up to modern TVs anymore because of the fucking component outputs. But anyway, I got a converter for that so we could watch old home movies and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you had to buy like a HDMI to, standard def converter type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is standard def just those 3 like yellow, white, and red things?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
remember those.
Output.
Dude, I haven't messed with those since like messing with an old Xbox that I used to have.
Yeah, I was trying to think the last time I actually used those cables.
Did you guys have a bunch of VCRs when you were younger?
Yeah, we had
with like children's movies and stuff.
We had VCRs. There weren't a lot of children's movies, but
I had a VCR. I would always watch Hercules with my dad.
Oh, we had a Hercules. We also had Lion King and Roly Poly. I remember was like a big one that I watched all the time.
I'm a roly poly.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, cool. I got my mom a book called Endurance, which is a book that I was listening to this podcast, and Jordan Peterson was on it, and he recommended that book. So he described it like it was a pretty good story, so I ended up buying it for my mom. And then I ended up getting Lord of the Flies for my little sister. And she looked like she was excited for it, so she'll enjoy that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Here comes asshole me. I did not get my parents anything.
Ooh,
you are an asshole.
First of all, I don't.
Is user an asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a resounding answer. Yes, he is.
I don't have a job, and I don't have money. Plus, my parents are the type. They never, ever, ever tell. Like, they don't even tell each other anything they want for Christmas. Like, there's no way to know what they could possibly want. So trying to get them something that they actually want is near impossible. So what I'm doing is I'm going to make them something. Like, I'm going to make them both something.
Make them a chin strap dildo.
No?
Yeah.
A chin strap dildo.
That's plan B.
How hard would it be to thrust with that thing?
Oh, they exist.
You're just like freaking yodeling back and forth with your head.
break your neck trying to use a chin strap dildo.
Yodel.
Oh my god. That's the exact noise that those people make too. We should start a fucking convent where we do that, like just this religious convent where we give everyone chin strap dildos and we walk along the prairie going.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
I think it's great.
We're already priests.
Yeah, we are. We have every right to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as it doesn't end up like Waco.
Yeah, the semi-erotic charity. That's what we should name ourselves.
Semi-erotic charity.
Or maybe we should go straight, just like fuck all the beating around the bush with the semi-erotic. We could just go chin dildo charity.
Chin dildo charity.
Yeah. CDC.
Yeah. And you got to take up a vow for sure. You got to take up a vow of silence.
For all chill dildos?
Yeah.
Or
chin dildos? Yeah. The only time you can speak is when you have a chin dildo on, and it has to be something that is incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm. You also can't have white privilege.
Yes.
Because, that's not fair. Anyway,
the goal of the convent is to spiritually relinquish your white privilege.
Yeah, that's great. So anyway, there was apparently an asteroid that passed us, and it got. So here's the title of the article. It says, "Surprise."
Is this the alien? Is this the? No, this is not the asteroid I'm thinking of.
The alien?
It says bus-sized asteroid skims past Earth.
Fucking news article are you reading where there was an alien?
I saw, not like an actual alien, but I saw a thing, and I don't know how old it is. I only saw it recently. There was like an asteroid that
with aliens on it?
No, we don't know.
They were hobo aliens.
The shape of it, we think it's an asteroid because we can't figure out what else it would be, but something kind of tubular shaped went like passed in and out of our solar system.
It was intergalactic.
And then another one almost the same size passed through the same exact way a couple weeks later.
It was an intergalactic fleshlight.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But no, that's not what I was.
Giant
this is not
floating
what I was
vagina
thinking.
Somewhere that they're trying to get to.
It's Miss Emma's first grade science class when they sent their ceramic dicks into space.
But no, like, can you imagine if an asteroid came and hit us, right? Like, let's say it hit North Korea because they're shitters. And then the asteroid breaks on impact, and then aliens start flowing out of it.
Jesus Christ.
What would you do knowing that aliens are like spreading out across the Earth?
I would laugh.
Well, if they're in North Korea, then we might as well just send the nuke over.
What if they're
nuke the fuck out of the
really
aliens?
friendly?
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
what if they're nice?
What if one of them ends up being like a North Korean refugee and escapes to your closet, and it's like an ET scenario where you got to teach it that like not all humans are bad.
I know what they told you.
Like it
America's
picked
not
up
that
on
bad.
all North Korean culture in like
Yeah.
in 15 minutes, and now they're just hate-filled. Like,
oh my! Can
fuck
you?
America type
That
of
would be
things.
the worst first
Look,
contact
if you want to talk
scenario ever.
If you want to talk statistics here, they'd probably land in the fucking ocean if aliens came down to Earth. The first life they come in contact with is aquatic.
Mm-hmm. And then they drown.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get.
Unless they can breathe underwater.
That's what you get when your entire means of transportation is a fucking asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if they travel using an asteroid, that's something's not right there.
Not a very accurate, aircraft to travel on,
Just let the universe take you wherever it will.
I'm telling you, man, they're alien hobos. They just hitched a ride on a fucking
hobo.
asteroid and wound up on Earth.
How the fuck do they get on the asteroid in the first place is my question. Do they fly a ship to an asteroid that's already going?
No, they squat down really.
Do they launch
squat
an
down really
asteroid?
far, and then they use their super powerful thighs to launch themselves into a nearby asteroid with laser precision.
So these aliens got some thick thighs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's a more realistic way that they got in the asteroid, right?
Okay.
They fly up and land on it, hoping to get mine asteroids for materials and stuff, and then they realize that they run out of fuel, so they just have to sit there.
So they're stuck on the asteroid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. You should be a sci-fi writer.
Yeah.
But no, like this asteroid that apparently passed us at like 21,000 miles per hour. It was 140 miles away. And to give you a quick comparison, the moon is 238,000 miles away.
Damn.
So it was pretty damn close to us.
Yeah. No, that's really close.
Like, it definitely got affected by the Earth's gravitational pull.
Yeah, it probably got slingshotted in a different trajectory, didn't it?
Yeah.
The article says it was only a bus-sized asteroid. Like with that,
yeah, a bus size.
Yeah. Do you think at that point it would get burned up before
I think it would probably break up at least into a more manageable size.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, most likely, it would land in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many meteors and stuff must land in the ocean that we just don't know about. Like, people always make a big deal about meteors when they actually hit somewhere.
Yeah.
But think about we don't know what happens out in the ocean at all times.
Yeah. So it looks like the real interesting thing here about this story is the fact that it went in between the Earth and the Moon, and not necessarily. Mm-hmm. It was the fact that it didn't hit that made it interesting.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool.
Oh, it was discovered on Christmas Day. Maybe it was Jesus in the asteroid returning.
It was Jesus.
Jesus is watching us.
He's a giant rock in space now. That's his new form.
Yep.
He just flies around watching different planets. No, okay, here's the topic.
Okay.
You think about God creating everything, right? If he created everything, we are the least of his problems or his interests, Like, he's not watching some stupid humans. He's watching some crazy alien race that's making, quad level freaking airplanes happen and shit like that. Like, they're flying around using lasers to destroy things and stuff. Like there's way cooler races out there than us.
Why bother with any of it? He's fucking God. Are you telling me God gets bored? He needed to create this little model miniature fucking playset for himself.
See, that's the thing.
I guess
that's something I thought about quite a lot, and it basically just makes God sound so childish.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, and really, honestly, even more so when you think about all the stuff that if pretty much any religious text, if that's true, all the pain and suffering caused by gods and other stuff like that, they're just bored and fucking with us.
No, that's why I like the simulation theory. I mean, that's been talked about to death, but
Yeah.
The idea. I mean, who creates a simulation and fucks with the people when they're bored? We do. We have The Sims. Like we already
do.
did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it would be really cool to. Well, I guess it would be. In some instances, it wouldn't be cool, but I think it would be awesome if I just woke up and realized that my entire life wasn't actually a real thing, and I had a whole nother like world that I didn't even know about that I could, experience and
Yeah.
stuff.
Would you be?
I don't
Would
know.
you be sad?
I think it'd be cool.
Would you be sad that we were made up? Our beautiful
Yeah, it
faces.
would be sad. Although I would know that you guys were always there because you were in my head.
Oh wow,
to begin with,
That's very sweet, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And also a tad schizophrenic.
Yeah, I can just imagine a joke that you would say.
I could do that with Keith anyway.
You were sitting here for over 20 years laughing at your own fucking jokes.
Oh my god, that's sad.
This is how we make someone go insane right now.
Yeah.
I would hope in that scenario, if it is a simulation, that it's really every year of this life is like a minute in that life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Narnia.
Yeah, because
what was the conversion with Narnia? It was like 8 minutes per day or something?
I don't actually know.
No, it was the time worked really weirdly in Narnia. I read at throughout like elementary school, I read every single one of those books, and sometimes like 5 minutes could be 20 years. Sometimes 5 minutes could be 2 days. It's weird.
Okay,
it's very,
so it just kind of. Time,
It was just random because they didn't think
it's a
people-
time is convoluted thing, right?
I was just about to say, let me solare you a time is convoluted.
I want to solare you. Can
let me solare you.
Can Deus Ex Machina be replaced with solaring someone?
Solare. Let's just rewrite the definition.
Fuck you, Greeks.
We have solare.
Is Deus Ex Machina even a Greek term?
It sounds like it would be, but that's a good question.
In ancient Greek and Roman drama. Okay, got it.
Yeah, okay.
So that was fun. So you said you read the Narnia series in elementary school.
Yes, it's been a long time.
I read through a series of unfortunate events when I was in elementary school. I remember reading through that with a friend, and I read them all out of order.
Oh,
whenever we'd get done with one, we'd hand it to the other one if he hadn't read it yet.
Was there much of a plot to the point where it got confusing because you were reading them out of order?
Occasionally it would reference things, but generally each book, the entire series, if you're not familiar, which everyone probably is about a group of 3 orphans who are continuously running away from this malicious caretaker who they have right at the beginning of the series. This caretaker, they keep getting tossed between all these different foster homes and scenarios to live in. And wherever they go, this malicious caretaker finds them and tries to, I don't know, he has some sort of scheme with that, some way of making money or something. But no, so each book focused on a different caretaker that they were with. So there was enough of a separation between all of them that you could just kind of read them in whatever order you wanted.
Okay, that's cool.
That movie freaked me out when I was a kid. Oh, go.
Do you guys remember the Magic Treehouse series from when you were a kid?
Yes, I do.
Magic Treehouse?
That was one. Yeah, the Magic Treehouse. It was
it was similar to Narnia in a way.
Yeah, they would climb up in their treehouse and go to different places. It was like that Magic School Bus type of thing where they just kind of go, the only congruent thing was the treehouse,
right?
And then they could travel anywhere from the treehouse essentially,
right?
And they go back in time and shrink themselves every once in a while and stuff like that. It was
usually kind of like mystery exploration type.
Yeah,
deal.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I never heard of that. I mean, I knew Magic School Bus, of course, but
yeah, not quite the same.
I was really into it when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was too.
I was really into Miss Frizzle.
My God.
Miss Frizzle. What is this? Oh, that's salmon ejaculate, kids.
It's my favorite scene.
Remember
of
that
episode? Yeah. Where they
Oh my god.
came on by a bunch of fish and they're like, "Ah, cool! We get to be fertilized."
Jesus.
Oh my god. That was ridiculous. So, anyway.
Avert thine eyes, children.
So China is banning sales on ivory,
Good.
which is good.
That's good.
Yeah. Elephants can suck my dick. Or the other.
All right.
Well, I mean, what?
All
So
right.
are you for ivory sales
No,
or
I'm
not?
against ivory sales, but I still think elephants can suck my dick.
Okay. Well, I
They
mean,
probably could.
I guess if they're all being killed for their ivory, then they can't suck his dick. So
Yeah,
that's why
exactly.
Keith
There
is
we
against
go.
the sale of ivory.
It's a sexual thing. I don't hate elephants. I just want more suction from their proboscis.
Proboscis. I like that word.
Yeah.
Is that
I don't know
technically
what
what they
means.
have?
I remember first day of kindergarten, we learned a song that was an elephant has a proboscis, a butterfly has one too. Or maybe it was the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
All right.
I wonder where they get all their ivory from in the first place.
Africa.
Like, is it Africa?
Yep.
Like, elephants are just roaming around in Africa.
Poach.
People
Yep,
are.
and
Yeah.
people poach them.
Because people are dicks. Then again, what else
And
is there
poor.
to do in Africa?
Yeah, they don't have any jobs.
That's a
there.
good point, Keith.
You see,
The only
like,
thing they can do is kill animals and sell them.
I'm just imagining somebody like in this giant fucking like I don't know, like just empty fucking wilderness, and then they just look around and they see way off in the distance this elephant walking by, and they're just like, should we kill that?
That's $60,000.
It's like, what do you want to bet? What do you bet I can kill that fucker?
Just goes off into the distance. You can see their silhouette, like, and the sun's going down behind. You can see their silhouette, and he's like fucking spearing the elephant. The other guy's just sitting there way back where they started.
God, that
just watching in the
wouldn't
distance.
work. Have you seen the goddamn guns they make to kill elephants?
I remember that
They're
one in
like-
Borderlands.
No, okay, that one's not even an accurate representation. Like, these things are like 3 times the size of 50 cal bullets. Like, they're giant bore rifles.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Dude, you know what I'm curious about? So, like, you know how Africa is super poor, right?
Yeah.
I watched this YouTube video that explained how, like, most of that issue is the US's fault, and like the all the rich countries that are actually colonized and stuff like that, it's pretty much our fault that Africa is poor, and there was reasons for it, but I can't remember them. But
I can't remember. I remember that video. That was a long time ago that I watched that. I
Yeah.
am not well versed enough in our world economics.
yeah, me neither.
Because I'm
But, like-
a white American, I guess. Hate me.
Do they not have oil in Africa? Like, why are people not
No,
pumping oil
they have
out?
tons of natural
They-
resources,
they-
but there's some
yeah.
reason why they're not making money off of them. Like there's some like
Oh, okay.
outside government imposing themselves on that.
Because, like, in my eyes, there should have been a shit ton of dinosaurs in Africa, like way back in the day when they were actually alive. They die there, they turn into oil. That shit can be pumped up and make them a ton of money, like Saudi Arabia. So, like, why is that not happening? And I guess, people are stopping them from doing it. Maybe it's the Saudis. They want all the oil
It's
money.
me. I'm
you know?
stopping them.
Oh, good.
I said no,
We found-
no more.
We found him.
I'm the one who did it. It was me. I went
Okay.
I went to Bermuda
Well,
once.
Yeah. Did you?
Did you go to Bermuda?
Yeah, when I was in
on a vacation?
yeah, I was on a vacation to Bermuda. It was on a cruise ship. I think I was about 7
You
or
just-
something.
I think it's so funny when people have conversations and they just loop it over and over again. And it's like, oh, you went on a vacation to Bermuda? And you're like, oh, yeah, went to Bermuda once. It was great. Bermuda's great.
It's great.
Bermuda.
And, like, you just continue.
Bermuda.
Like, Bermuda.
Yeah, when I was
Bermuda.
in Bermuda, I saw sheep poop on the ground, and it's fucking weird. You know
All
those
right.
you know those goddamn those those like light up balls that are like a bunch of like colored wires that are like wrapped inside of each other. Like it's like a big like curly queue of wires, and then you throw it at something and it like starts lighting up.
Oh,
yeah. The sheep poop looked like that, except it was brown, and if you threw it at something, it didn't light up.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
nice.
great.
So what is it? The Bermudian Triangle or something like that?
Okay, here's the thing.
Bermuda Triangle.
We went right through the Bermuda Triangle, and when I got back,
And nothing happened?
Yeah, nothing happened. I mean, it was a bit stormy, but nothing happened, of course, because it's fucking stupid. And when I got back to school, I think I was in 3rd grade at the time or something. But I got back to school and I started telling my friends about how I went to Bermuda, and they're like, "Did you go through the Bermuda Triangle?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And they're like, "No, you're a fucking liar. You didn't go through the Bermuda Triangle."
He would have died.
I'm like, I saw it with my own eyes. They're like, "Look, I saw a news thing where they put a rope around a turtle, and they put the turtle in the water, and when they pulled the shell back out, there was no turtle inside of it." And I was just like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
What is this random fact that you're pulling out of your ass right now?
Yeah.
It's like that one guy that we were watching YouTube videos of that you had known from before, and he was like, "They're using the birth certificates to pay for the money."
Yeah. There's just this
It's like, what is up with all these conspiracy
It's just this crazy
theorists?
conspiracy theorist that I knew who was like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I still have that picture on my computer of him with the black Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
I still have that somewhere. That is the funniest damn thing.
What's the story behind that black Winnie
We
the
don't
Pooh
know.
Yeah,
I think
no, it was just a
like his
Facebook. It was a
birthday?
Facebook post, and there was just this black guy sitting next to him with a Winnie the Pooh suit on, and like he just had this really cheesy grin on his face. I have no idea what the deal
Yeah.
was.
Oh my god. Some people are
That was
crazy.
ridiculous. I still remember going by. We were driving by a Wells Fargo at one point, and he looked out the window, and he just looks at a car full of people, and he's just like, "Wells Fargo, more like Wells Fargo." And it's just complete silence for like 10 seconds, and then everyone's just like, "Wait, what the fuck what did that mean?"
Oh, dude, that story is the best.
Dylan was absolutely.
Oh my god.
Dylan was absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So, gosh, do you have any topics, user?
Yeah. Let's talk about stupid things coming in 2018.
By stupid things, do you
Stupid
mean video
things.
games?
We can talk about different stupid things, but video games can be one
Oh
of them.
wow,
Ooh.
a kind of a potpourri kind of category here.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't make fun of my stupid things.
Potpourri.
Potpourri, more like who needs to pee.
That's definitely a stupid thing. Who needs to pee?
All right, we're going down a bad direction.
Who wants to
So,
see
yeah.
me pee?
So, 2018 video games.
I used to pee in the same room as my preschool buddy.
Did you?
Yeah, whenever he'd come over to my house, we'd pee together.
Okay. You know, at
goddamn.
first I wasn't getting why that was weird, because when you said preschool, I assumed you meant like at the preschool.
Yeah, well, we were
Like,
both
in a bathroom?
preschoolers. I should. Oh, and no,
Okay,
it was at home.
Okay, yeah.
I should clarify. I do not pee in the same room as preschoolers nowadays. That was an activity.
You better make that distinction.
That was an activity
Someone-
limited to the first few years of my life.
Good.
Oh, I've got a weird peeing story from preschool.
Oh yeah.
There was this girl.
Were we gonna talk
who would
about games?
pee standing up. We are. There was this girl who would pee standing up.
We're
And
just flowing, Keith.
yeah,
We're flowing just like you're.
I hate you so much.
You could tell. User was just sitting there like somebody's gonna fucking say it. You could hear him like hyperventilating.
I know. I was like, someone's about to make a pun.
I had to.
Anyway.
Yeah, girl peed standing up.
Yeah, and it was weird. I still, whenever I think back to this, I don't understand why that so the classrooms had bathrooms attached to them. But the doors were always propped open and you couldn't shut them. So if you had to go to the bathroom, the whole class could stare in at you.
You probably couldn't shut them because they were lockable, and they didn't want the kids to lock themselves in the room.
Yeah, I guess that was probably
That's a big problem with kids.
I remember,
but yeah.
Oh. Somebody dropped some jingle bells. I remember when I was in kindergarten, we had a literal Butters in our class. When he'd pee at the urinal, he would pull his pants all the way down and he'd lift his shirt up, literally exactly like Butters from South Park.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those in preschool.
Yeah, there was a kid named Paul in my first grade class, and he'd pull his pants all the way down to his ankles. And I remember one time, I was just like, I was standing right next to him, peeing in the urinal right next to him, and I'm like, I was peeing and so was he. And I'm just like, Paul, why do you pull your pants down all the way? You can get the same job done by like just undoing your fly and peeing. And he's just like, I don't know. This is just how I do it.
This be just how I do.
You think Paul's still out there?
He just had like a super matter of fact, like, I don't know, man. This is just how I do.
Like he's just confident
you
about it.
You think Paul's still out there somewhere, still out there peeing to this day with his pants down his ankles?
I think some kid got
Paul ended up being like a really short guy that cried a lot at recess.
You had a lot of kids like that at your school who cried a lot.
Yeah, there's this one guy named, I think his name was Cal or something like that. And
Callie.
Yeah, something like that. And he would just tell on people all the time. Like he would just try and get people in trouble. So he'd observe people and see if they did anything wrong. And then if someone said like a swear word, he'd like immediately run to the playground aid and be like, this person swore. Those kids, they said the A
those
word.
kids are fucking sociopaths, man. I do not want to know those people in real life.
Yeah.
Like when they grow up, I don't ever want to see what they fucking became.
Exactly.
No, I had one kid who walked up to me during kindergarten. I think I told this story recently, but
I think
kid walked up to me in kindergarten on the playground. He was like, "Hey, punch me in the face." Yeah. I was like, "I'm not gonna fucking do that. You fucking what do you want? What do you want me to punch you in the face for?" And I said it exactly like that too, even though I was in kindergarten. And
yeah, you were a fucking you had a dirty mouth.
And he's like, "No, really, I won't tell. I just really want you to punch me in the face." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess he just wants. I guess he'd just really enjoy that." So he convinced me that he wasn't going to tell anyone. So I punched him in the face, and then he ran up to the monitor immediately, crying, and was like, "Keith punched me in the face." And I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Oh my god, that's such a dick move.
What an asshole.
That's like ultimate. That's ultimate.
I mean, because I didn't know any better, man. I'm like, maybe some people just really like being punched in the face, you know?
You know what that reminds me of?
Well, some people do. What?
There was this, and I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but there was this cop in Texas that she dressed up as a high school student, and she convinced a boy that she was like interested in him and stuff, and then she got him to sell her some weed, and then she ended up arresting him for it.
That's fucking.
And it's like, it's such a trap.
It's like she just completely set him up for that.
Yeah,
exactly. Like you take advantage of like a high school kid that's just looking for his first like person to fall in love with. Yeah. And sure, he sells drugs, and that's not exactly the best thing to do. But like, come on, you're gonna freaking entrap this guy. Even though he's a high school student?
Yeah,
it just rubs me the wrong way.
I have always thought that, because they used to have shows like this back on TV, and they might still do. I have always thought that this is the dumbest thing. The car trap. Have you ever seen police shows where they literally put a car, easily stealable, keys still in the ignition, and they just leave it? Yeah. They leave it there to see if someone takes it. You're fucking incentivizing people to commit crimes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really kind of a moral gray area, honestly, because I feel like with the kid with the weed thing, that was highly manipulative. Like that just completely let him into.
I don't know.
Yet the car
you're
thing,
psychologically manipulating somebody there.
and yet the car
With
thing,
car
I almost
thing,
understand
like,
a little bit more.
You know what I would do if I saw that? I'd close the door if I walked up to it and saw that no one was in there, and then I'd just walk away.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would do. I'd close the freaking driver's side door if they left it open, because normally they do. They just leave it wide open. And then I'd walk away from it. Like, fuck it, I'm not even going to get in there.
If you're stupid enough to buy into a fucking bait car, like the most obvious bait car, I think you...
No, that is a good point. Like, you don't just see a car unattended, keys in the ignition, door open, and you don't think, huh.
That's legitimate.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, here's a car that looks fairly clean and could possibly be a bait car.
I'm just good. I got nothing else to live for.
I'm going to take it. Fuck it. I'll go on a road trip. So, talking about going back on the space topic, Elon Musk, and I was talking to User about this earlier, Elon Musk is apparently sending his newest roadster car to Mars. And we were talking about how, like...
It's such a bad...
How it doesn't make sense because you need, like, an off-road vehicle to drive around on Mars. And for some reason, he's dead set on sending a freaking lowrider, like,
well, okay,
speed car
if you
to
had
Mars.
the financial capability to send one of your products to Mars and be the first person to get that product on Mars, you'd go for it, man. This guy's using his money in ways that I like.
Yeah, but okay.
You think it's all just a publicity stunt? He's just doing it for marketing.
It could be.
It could be.
I mean, it's going to have to be because
I'm sure
there's no use for it on
I'm sure
Mars.
there's part of it where it's just marketing.
There's absolutely no use for this thing. Google the Tesla Roadster?
Okay, let me...
Yeah, it's the Google 2017 Tesla Roadster.
Look at this car.
Oh,
there's
wow.
no off-roading capability with this thing at all.
Well, maybe he'll pave roads up there and then send it up.
Yeah, let's send the roads to Mars.
Well,
then we'll send the sports car to Mars to drive on the roads.
can you imagine in the future if you have like RC like full-size cars, like I don't know, like fucking Rocket League or something?
Oh my god!
And then you send them up to Mars and you find a way to like be able to transmit signals to them in real time. And then you can have like low gravity races.
I hope by that point we can just get to Mars quickly. Instead of having to do this.
Well, that'll probably come first before we actually get to Mars, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Because we're going to have to send a shit ton of supplies there before anyone can actually go there and live a normal life.
True.
So they're going to get the whole transportation thing done before we even send a bunch of people over there.
Or they might not as a joke.
Thinking about that, like how do we even live on Mars? Like, we can't just take off our helmets. So does everyone that ever lives there, are they going to have to wear like a space suit and walk around in a space suit?
You do what fucking Matt Damon did in The Martian, where there was the section where
you just live inside all day.
Yeah, well, he lives inside, but at one point, like, the fucking door on the station that he's in completely gets ripped off his hinges, and you know how he deals with that? He takes a tarp and duct tapes it around the entrance. And it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That movie was fucking stupid.
Like, I think it's so dumb why we would try and habitate like a whole planet when it's cold as fuck. We can't actually breathe the air without would be filtering it first.
Well, this planet's not going to be around forever, or habitable forever, so it'd be better to, if we can find a way to inhabit other planets, then we can slowly start making our way to a planet that is naturally habitable. I mean, this is just kind of another step in that process.
Oh, like a checkpoint almost.
I mean, can you imagine?
And I'm pretty sure Mars would turn into like a mining colony. Because aren't there a lot of like minerals?
I mean, I would imagine, Mars? Given that it hasn't had any type of a human on it.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, can you imagine how like freaking awesome it would be if Earth was just the first stage of human history? like if like
no, that'd be so cool if we had like Europa 1 and Europa 2.
Yeah, literally have different like home planets for different generations and stuff. And to think that like we were on the very first one, I don't know. That's really cool. If people can get their heads out of their asses and start investing in space travel, that would be super sick.
That would be super sick. I hope, honestly, like, I think it's great that they're doing the whole SpaceX thing. I think if Amazon started throwing money into space travel and, like, doing stuff like that, oh my God.
Amazon space delivery.
Like, dude, Elon Musk was actually, he came up with an idea of sending a rocket up in space with people on it. This is like a whole transportation type of thing.
Okay.
You send a rocket up in space with people on it, and then you know how the Earth is like constantly spinning at a really fast rate?
Yes.
You come back down into the Earth and you're somewhere completely different. Well, you calculate that properly and you can go from LA to London in a few minutes.
Right. Well, that's pretty cool.
So that's like a really fast way of transportation that he thought of. And, he's looking into the technology,
right.
But I think it'd be awesome if that actually turned into like some sort of like mainstream
do they actually
thing.
Do they leave the atmosphere or do they just go really high up?
They go really high up to the point where they're out of the Earth's like main atmosphere.
Okay. Well, that's pretty
and
cool.
And then they come back down.
Yeah, that is cool.
I want everyday space travel to be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be amazing.
I want to go to space.
And like the fact that, do you know about like the way that he's able to conserve all of the extra materials that previous space shuttles haven't been able to do?
What does he do?
Like, essentially, he's able to land the space shuttle after it's used, and they've never done that before.
Oh, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
So it saves a lot of materials, and for the most part...
That's not technically true that they've never landed a space shuttle. They've landed shuttles before. Isn't his whole thing that he's gone back to rockets, but he's made a landable rocket?
Yeah, I don't know. He's made something landable that hasn't been landable. And the whole purpose of it is to save materials so that it costs less in the long run. And pretty much all you're paying for is fuel, which is pretty awesome.
I heard he got his start in Kerbal Space Program. Speaking of Kerbal Space Program, let's talk about upcoming games.
Okay, back to this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I just remembered that we didn't fucking do that.
Yep. Mm-hmm, yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, we just started flowing.
So does anyone know some games right off the top of their head, or would they like this a list?
A list would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go down.
I don't actually know. I mean, I'm looking at the Steam thing right now.
Yeah.
You can.
This is just an article.
Oh, okay. Games to look forward to. High School Simulator.
Yeah. High School Simulator.
January 2nd. That is a free game.
Free is a plus.
Yeah.
Free is a good plus. I actually haven't heard about High School Simulator yet.
Let's look into this. High School Simulator. Oh, that's weird. It's like an anime thing. They all seem to have weapons.
That doesn't sound like High School.
Wait, this looks like Yandere Simulator. What?
Oh no! Is someone copying?
I think we got a copy
Simulator?
of Yandere Simulator. Unless they changed the name. Maybe it is Yandere Simulator.
No, they didn't change the name.
Okay, well, we got a copy of Yandere Simulator for free.
Oh my god, it uses the same models.
Yeah.
They literally just copied the... Okay.
Right, so 2018's
There's a lawsuit to be made
off to
there.
a roaring start.
That's good. All right.
We found a copier.
Yep.
Oh my god, there's a game called Lynch.
A Lynch.
That
sounds...
Is that on Steam?
Yeah, it's on Steam's upcoming tab.
Okay.
Lynch.
Is it about David
Gore,
Lynch?
violent, massively multiplayer.
MMO Lynch?
MMO lynching. if you
Dude,
like,
can you
playing
imagine
Cards
if they
with
made a
Friends.
VR game that was MMO? Like, that'd be amazing.
That'd be pretty cool.
They're working on it.
Although, with the
From what
amount
I
of
hear.
time that MMOs take to play, I don't know if I'd be able to play it for very long without throwing up.
Well, you also don't have good VR.
No, I don't, but it's VR. It's pretty cool.
I know. The nausea goes away when it works properly.
What was that?
What?
I don't know what that was.
Did you heard it? Was it a squeaking noise?
It sounded
was a
like a
squeaky
squeaky.
noise.
That was my
some sort of.
that was my mouse wheel.
Okay.
My mouse wheel squeaks.
Sounded like a scared dog or something.
No, that's exactly what it sounds like. But I swear to God, I don't even have a dog. Not an animal abuser.
I swear I don't beat dogs.
I may abuse mice, but I don't, or mouses. I guess it would be actually plural of computer mouses.
Okay, so I guess I'll start off with some more popular games that are coming out. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is a thing.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
People are going crazy about
We got
that.
a release date on that.
Did you guys ever play the first one?
Let's see. I did, but not fully, and I always get told that I'm stupid for not finishing the game.
I never played.
Okay.
I never played it because I don't. I'm a PC fag. I don't have any consoles.
Yeah. That
Alrighty.
was. Let's see. Red Dead Redemption 2, spring 2018 for PS4 and Xbox One.
Spring.
So
I'm down
yeah.
with that. I'll spring up for that game.
Spring up.
Spring up. Honestly, I haven't heard too much about the game. I think I saw something at E3, but then I really haven't heard anything since then.
Oh, I know a game that I'm excited about. There is two horror games coming out that I'm very excited for.
I know the exact two horror games because I'm excited about them too.
One of them is Agony.
Yes.
And this one looks super interesting, but it's been pushed back quite a bit. But the main
that has made me a little worried.
It's a little worrying,
but
the main idea is that it's like a stealth horror game set in hell, and the depiction of hell in that game, based on trailers and stuff, seems genuinely frightening. Just like the atmosphere of it seems really oppressive.
It does
in a way that I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen hell portrayed as. So it seems like a really interesting game with a very interesting art direction. And also on the topic of interesting art direction is the other game whose name I unfortunately cannot remember.
Scorn.
Sporn. Is that it?
Scorn. The very biomechanical.
Yeah.
Geiger-esque.
Yeah, it's based on the paintings of H.R. Geiger.
It's
or Giger, whatever. I think it's Geiger.
I don't know. He's a Swiss man, I think, or German or something.
Yes, but he also inspired the design for the Alien in Alien.
He just straight up made the design for the first Alien.
Did he? Did he actually design that directly?
No, he was brought on to design the Alien.
I never knew that. I just thought it was inspired by him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nope.
well that's pretty cool.
He had a piece originally that he had made, and then the
yeah.
what's his name? I can't think of the director's name. Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
He brought Geiger on to design. He designed the Alien. He literally was there during the making process of like the original eggs. He helped make the costume.
Oh, that's super cool.
And the space jockey.
Huh.
The weird elephant looking creature.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, his work also inspired the fantastic point-and-click Dark Seed. I say sarcastic in quotation. Okay, never mind.
say fantastic.
I say fantastic in quotations to imply sarcasm, but
yeah. No, I'm excited for Scorn though. Scorn gives me almost like a nostalgic kind of vibe from it. It feels like a much older game.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It
kind of has like a Doomy kind of thing about it.
That's what I feel. It has like a Doom era kind of feel to it, and that's nice because I don't know. Doom balanced horror and action pretty well.
We're gonna get some pretty games next year.
We are gonna get some
pretty looking games. I mean, we had pretty looking games this year too. I mean, with like Cuphead. That game turned out way better than anyone was expecting.
Yeah, that was a great game. I'm glad they made that.
I'm glad that
Because I
there's...
feel like it reminded people that they don't have to make their game look like it's real.
Yeah, like stylization.
Like it's
is
just
important.
a part of a new movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and that's kind of like sweeping over everything, where people are remembering that what made those old games look so good, like in like PS2 era and 64 era and stuff, wasn't the fact that they were realistic, because they just weren't, and they knew they couldn't be that, is because they had to find ways around that to make it visually appealing. So they had to be creative and stylize it in a way that was interesting. There's the reason why Okami still looks really fantastic.
Yeah, Okami holds up fantastically.
I like the way that Zelda did it as well.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh
game
yeah,
looks really
Wind
good.
Waker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of visually appealing games, The Last Night is a game I'm excited for.
The Last Night.
The Last Night.
Is that with
It
a K?
is. No.
Okay, just N-I-G-H-T.
Yeah, The Last Night, like nighttime.
Right. The soul of a cinematic
Oh, is it
platformer
VR?
with the heart of a sci-fi thriller, Last Night is set in a post-cyberpunk world with a deep, vibrant vision of the future.
Dude, this looks so good.
It's a...
Like the art in this looks
is
amazing.
it a side-scroller?
Yeah. It is.
Okay, cool.
It's in style very similar to Blade Runner.
Yeah.
But it's like a 2.5D game where it's pixel art.
No,
It's very
I like that
pixely.
stuff. Developers have gotten really creative with that style recently.
Yeah, no, I love the style. It looks
This looks really fun.
Yeah.
the setting.
oh my
The
God.
setting appeals to me quite a lot too, because it's not trying to do a traditional cyberpunk setting where it's man versus corporation.
Right.
It's man versus society.
Okay. Well,
It's someone rebelling against what the modern society has become.
right. Okay, well, that's pretty cool.
I'm adding that to my
Yeah,
wish
man,
list.
that's my wish
Yeah.
list too. That's a cool thing. That is The Last Night, coming 2018. No official release date beyond that.
Yeah. This looks really good though. Like I'm just looking at the Steam page. It looks amazing.
Also, if you, I hope that the soundtrack follows kind of the general theme of the trailer for the game. Because if they keep with that music theme, I don't know if anyone is watching the trailer right now or if they've seen it, but I don't know. It has a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
Yeah, no, I honestly think that's probably one of the games I'm most excited for.
If it ends up being shit, will your year be ruined?
Probably not.
Okay, well.
Probably not. I'm not that hyped for
Care
it.
about things again. Do it. Be like a child. Or don't. I don't give a fuck.
Another game that I'm excited for is the new Metro game, Metro Exodus.
Ooh.
Never get into the Metro games. Just like most Russian games, they're very gray.
They are.
Very
They are pretty
gray
gray.
and depressing.
Yeah, I feel like with the Metro games, it's mainly just like you're playing the suspense of the game. It's not like you're not too worried about like what the game looks like. Although like it looks pretty all right. But I feel like the main appeal to it is just like the suspense of the game and the overall like making you do things that like are really suspenseful and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really play much of Metro. I only played the original one, but I didn't play much of it. And it just seemed to me like it was running me through a lot of set pieces. Like it would take me to an area, and then it's like, here's a specific cinematic thing that's happening, and you're involved in it. Kind of like Call of Duty 4 or something, you know. And I don't really like that type of game design. I want it to feel more organic.
Yeah, that is something about Metro. It's a linear shooter.
Yeah, I don't want to be guided through a carefully controlled experience. I just kind of like good game mechanics to guide the direction of the gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I really do. I play Metro for the atmosphere. It's got a nice atmosphere.
Okay, cool.
To me, I like it. But
Well, you're wrong. You're wrong.
yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Objectively wrong.
Don't pull that out of your 2015 hat.
Yeah.
Is that when he started saying that?
I
like a couple
I don't
years
know.
ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
What about you, Ice?
But
Is
yeah.
there any games you're excited for?
No, just like the one that you mentioned, the last night looks amazing. Oh my god!
Crackdown 3.
Like if somebody's listening to this and you have Steam, like just search it up on the freaking Steam store. It looks great.
And don't worry about the stupid political controversy about the game's developer. That was something that happened around E3.
What's the controversy around it?
Some gaming journalists did the stupid thing. They basically were like, this guy has said some stuff 2 years ago on Twitter that we don't agree with.
Oh. And then they're like, oh, we're going to bring this up and make everyone hate this guy.
Apparently, there's a chance that the game's theme could focus around some of the political leanings, that like the interesting political climate that we live in now, kind of a play on it. I think that the creator kind of described it as if the kind of the modern socialist movement took over, and that became the norm.
Okay.
I think
I feel like I feel like I'm gonna love this game.
Yeah, no, I am too. I'm hoping it gets made.
Actually make it.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about if the controversy comes back and they cancel, like the studio cancels the game. That's not going to make me very happy. But
yeah, cool stuff.
They're
man.
remaking Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes, they are. That looks good.
I'm super stoked about that. That's one of my favorite games.
So is it just going to be like a full-on redux of it?
Yeah, because they already did an HD remaster, but they're literally just remaking it, from what I hear with this.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of games could do that again, because like there are several games that already have quote unquote HD remasters, but they're from like 10 years ago.
Right.
Like they could do new HD remasters. Like I don't know.
I'll take a Dark Souls remake.
That would be good.
I think everyone wants that.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls 1?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Demon Souls 2 even.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
Demon Souls, if they put that on PC.
Yeah.
I think Sony still owns the rights to Demon Souls.
Fuck you, Sony. If anyone working from Sony is listening to this, fuck you. I hate you.
Yeah, you know what we should do?
Oh, fuck you.
I wish North Korea had some like people that were really into Demon Souls, and they just started hacking Sony like they did with that North Korea movie.
Uh-huh.
Like pressure them into making Demon Souls for PC.
Let's see.
So,
Yes.
do you have any other topics?
Any other topics, sir?
Great. I have hiccups. That's a great topic.
That's a good topic. Why do they happen? No one knows.
Oh.
So Keith, recently, or like earlier today, you mentioned that you got your grandma was like following around her Roomba or something like that?
No.
Or you were thinking about buying...
I was thinking about buying a Roomba, but I was afraid it might tip my grandmother over.
Yeah. Okay. So there was this video on Reddit that or maybe it was just a photo, but someone posted a photo of their grandpa like following around the Roomba because he didn't trust it. Like he thought it was trying to videotape things. Yeah.
I saw that. That's hilarious.
It just got me thinking how funny it is to watch old people not understand how things work because they're too new for them.
Yeah.
You know? It's like the type of person that doesn't know what HDMI is and they can't figure out how to plug an HDMI cord into an HDMI port.
Yep.
It's like, gosh, you're so lost, but it's just cute at the same time.
It's just so adorable.
Yeah. Also, Keith,
yeah.
You made tea for the first time
I made
recently.
tea, yeah.
Oh my god.
I want to know.
I mean, because I've had tea before.
What was it like?
I've always liked tea more than coffee, but I never made my own tea. My mother had bought me some pomegranate oolong tea from Harney and Sons. Apparently is the name of that.
Oh, okay.
And
I've actually heard of that company before.
Okay, I have no idea if they're any good. More experienced,
from what I've heard, they are.
More experienced tea drinkers can tell me if I'm drinking complete shit here, but yeah, I don't know. I just had a really relaxing morning where I decided to make some of the damn tea, and it was good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You enjoyed the tea. A lot of people honestly are like, I'm gonna try some different tea, some fancy tea, and then they try it and they don't like it. So
no, I dig tea. I know I've always known that I like tea more than coffee. It's a lot milder.
Mhm.
Whereas coffee is like, oh, that tastes like shit, and then I feel like I want to die.
It tastes like shit, and then I feel like I want to shit.
Fun fact: coffee makes ice want to shit.
Caffeine makes you want to shit. That is a
It's a natural
does.
diuretic.
And actually,
It does.
interestingly enough, the opposite, or any stimulant makes you want to shit, and then anything that represses your system, like an opiate or something, causes constipation. Interesting fact.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I think I'll try some tea out eventually. I'm looking to get, I don't know. I'm looking into calming myself down with exercises and tea and stuff like that, because I think there's a lot of health benefits to it, and plus
Have you thought about meditation?
Yeah, meditation for sure, and yoga and stuff like that, like meditating yoga, just kind of mixing it together, and doing some breathing exercises while doing yoga and stuff like that.
There's a lot of benefits from that.
I think I'd benefit just personally from having a time to brainstorm about my day and what I want to do with my day and stuff like that.
Right.
Hey, we should talk about my diet.
Oh, okay. You're on a diet.
Are you eating enough fiber?
Yeah.
I'm eating. Okay, so essentially my main diet right now is just eating meat. And then I will choose to eat various healthy snacks whenever. So I'll eat fruit or vegetables every once in a while. I might have some trail mix with healthy nuts and stuff in it. But overall, it's just I'm trying to get rid of as much bullshit out of my diet. And the easiest way to do that is just to make sure that I'm getting a bunch of protein and fats. And the best way for me to do that in an easy manner right now is just to eat a bunch of meat and say, okay, if I see something healthy and I feel like eating it, I'll eat it. But for now, I'm just eating meat. And it's going great so far. I actually feel mentally sharper than before.
That's good.
And yeah. I'm improving.
I need to take better care of myself. I'm a piece of shit.
Same. Speaking of diets, I need to order my pizza because I didn't have pizza last night, even though it was pizza.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I even thought to myself yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna get pizza and do pizza night with the guys tonight, and then I fucking forgot.
Well,
oh yeah, that's another thing. So, in my diet, I've given myself one day to have a cheat meal, right?
Is that pizza
and that's
night?
generally going to be pizza night.
Yeah.
But I did cheat on Thursday and had Chinese food for lunch, which is why I didn't have pizza night on Friday.
I can't do diet.
For those that may not know, pizza night is a ritual for me. In this call, and I keep trying to drag these guys along into it, and I am absolutely rabid about it. But every Friday night, you have to get pizza. That's it. There's no way around it. That is pizza. If you eat anything else on pizza night, you're gonna get fucking strung up by the pizza gods when you die. Okay? They're gonna make you naked and start whipping your butt. At least that's what my uncle told me.
It's a fantastic.
That's what we should have done instead of this podcast. Instead of Shatter, we should have had pizza night. That should be our podcast.
It should just be pizza night.
A section on the
Pizza
podcast,
night.
or like every other couple of podcasts, we do a pizza night.
We'll do it on Friday. We'll have a pizza night.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool.
Cool.
What kind of pizza do you guys normally get? I know Keith normally gets Domino's.
Pan pizza.
Domino's has some good options.
I don't fucking like Domino's pizza. I really don't. I love the pan pizza, though. The pan pizza might be one of the best pieces of pizza I've ever had. And yes, I've been to New Jersey. I've had East Coast pizza before people start jumping on me for saying that I like Domino's. I fucking had the East Coast pizza. I don't fucking like it.
I feel like there's way too many people in Jersey that have way too much pride over the food that they eat.
Okay, I swear to God, people in New Jersey talk about avocados all fucking day. I lived in New Jersey for months, and the only thing I've ever heard adults talk about is fucking avocados for some reason.
The hell?
I don't get it. What
avocados? I'm just sick of hearing about avocados at this point.
I mainly get Domino's. I think that's probably the most pizza I get usually from there. The other day I tried Jet's Pizza, which was good.
Is that a local place? I never heard of
I don't
that.
actually have that here.
I don't think they're completely local, but I don't know how many there
It might
are.
be like a regional thing.
Yeah, I think it might be. Or maybe it is a local thing, no, wait.
Maybe it's just a Tennessee thing?
Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, they're good. You can make your own pizza and crap, and I did a white sauce pizza. I went with Alfredo.
You white sauced your pizza?
Yeah, I'm white sauce my pizza. Dude, I don't know. I had
Alfredo pizza? That actually sounds pretty great.
It's really good. The way I got introduced to it was it was during theater, like one of the plays, and we always go out to eat in random places sometimes. Well, not all the time, but we went to a pizza place, and I think the one we went to, this is gonna fucking label where I am. We went to Memphis Pizza Cafe.
Doxing.
Yeah, doxing. And
he has to bring it up once every episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We went there, and you could order pizzas, like different types of pizzas, or build your own. I ordered one that it was really good. It was Alfredo, chicken, spinach, and it was some kind of different cheese. It was basically just there was no red meat, there was no red sauce. It was a white pizza, and it was really good. And then I tried an Alfredo sauce pizza at Jet's, and it was good too. So I recommend try out some Alfredo pizza. It's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've only had Alfredo pizza like once, and it was honestly pretty amazing. But overall, what I normally get is just I go to this place called Pizza Pit, and it is a local place, but they make really good pizza. And I get pepperoni and sausage from their place, and it's amazing. And I eat a whole large pizza by myself. Is that what you guys get? Do you guys get a whole large pizza?
I usually don't.
No, I get it.
I don't.
Pan pizza only comes in medium, so
I don't. I don't eat.
I could get a meat. I could get a pizza. I don't know what the fuck a pizza is, but it sounds delicious.
Those things, yeah.
Pepperoni, ham, Italian sausage, and beef.
It's good.
God damn.
By the way, we're not sponsored by Domino's or anyone.
But Domino's.
I know that sounded a lot like an advertisement.
Domino's, you wanna hit us up?
Yeah.
You know who gets sponsored? You know who fucking sponsors everyone? Monster Energy. They have an application thing. Like literally, their entire website is just set up to get more people to sponsor.
Yeah, they'll just slap an affiliate code with you. And then
no, it's a smart idea. You just pull a bunch of people in who want to say, "Oh, I got sponsored by something," and then you just have your label fucking everywhere.
Yeah. No, that is really smart.
Oh, have you guys had the Philly cheesesteak pizza from Domino's?
No,
I haven't.
Oh, it's really good.
Philly cheesesteak pizza. I had a Philly cheesesteak once. It was in New York, and I mean, it tasted good.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, New York smells like shit, so that kind of detracted from it.
Yeah,
that's what everyone says. They're like, Jersey and New York smell like fucking shit.
It's like a fucking cesspool, I swear to God. I'm just defending everyone on the East Coast today.
Yeah, man. Dude, I'm craving, I don't know why, but I'm craving chili cheese fries right now.
Chili cheese
They
fries.
sound so good.
I think we need to get some damn food after this.
It's the chef podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's my low carb diet, man.
Let's have a cooking next episode cooking podcast.
Cooking with
Cooking
Shatterproof.
podcast.
That should just be
A
what we do.
Shatterproof
Let's
cooking
just do
session.
random bullshit. Every podcast is a different type of thing.
That'd be funny.
A social experiment podcast. Watch us get punched on the street.
It's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank.
Yeah. No, it'd be pretty crazy to do a different theme every week. It'd be super fun.
do a
but I feel like we'd have to be in the same house.
Let's do a Halloween theme show every Monday.
Oh, just an October themed Halloween show.
Exactly. Except when October actually comes
It's
around.
never on Halloween.
When October comes around, we stop doing it.
we just never do it on the month of October. I cleaned my room today, which honestly feels pretty great. You guys ever get the feeling like right after you clean your room and you just feel this accomplishment that you've done something? It feels amazing, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like I love being able to accomplish stuff.
I don't know. I can't really
like-
remember what it feels like to clean my room.
Because you haven't cleaned it in a while.
It does.
It feels great, honestly. I'm looking around and I'm like, nothing to clean
No, I
over
remember
there. And then I look to the left and right.
my
like,
dad-
oh my God, it's all
My
organized.
dad would tell me that when you become an adult, you start actually enjoying doing chores because of the sense of accomplishment and the fact, because it feels a lot worse to just sit around not knowing what you're doing than to actually just do something productive. And I like it.
I already get that, dude.
I didn't believe him, but
It's like, see, I think I'd be good at, like, getting a job if I actually ever got a job somewhere. Because, like,
are you
I don't know.
saying that you might never get a job ever?
No, I'm going to get a job. I'm just saying, like, I'm just
It's
going to.
possible that I'm unemployed forever.
It's possible that I'm going to die. But no, I already, like, even just like mentioned the theater earlier, working on the plays, I get that sense of accomplishment just by doing like that work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Moving things around. Picking things up and putting them down.
I pick things up and I put them down.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
We had a flood again this year. Third one. The stage flooded.
Blood.
Well, our stage has a very bad problem of how it was designed, where it likes to flood when it rains too much.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like the fact that they don't throw some money into that and like fix whatever drainage.
They threw some money
done.
into it. They threw some money into fixing the whole damn auditorium when it flooded the first two times.
Oh my God.
For
we had to
preventative
get.
You can't
measures?
fix the flooding. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's the thing. They thought they did fix it. It didn't fix it. They thought they sealed it up, and it did not. There was water. There was water coming in underneath the stage. I looked in the back. I looked on how to get under the stage, and I poked my head in that hole. And it's so weird to get under the stage at my school. There's like a side room backstage. It's like a closet, and in the back of the closet is just a square hole cut out of the wall. And you look down, and there's a ladder. And you climb down the ladder, and that's how you get underneath the stage.
Damn.
I poked my head in this hole, and I heard running water. There was literally water coming in to underneath the stage from the ground.
Why are
Oh my
the
God.
people who are in charge of our educational system so terrible at managing money and like
They can't do it.
being predictive
They can't
about
do it,
situations? My one school, I went to a lot of different schools, but one school that I went to, there was a story about how they wanted to build a new elementary school, and they like the entire school year they had been cutting all these like extracurricular programs and stuff, and the students were just fucking pissed with them. And they eventually held a meeting in the auditorium, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna build a new elementary school, but we need donations to do it." And so all the kids started just throwing pennies at him. Literally, just whatever loose change they had, they started just chucking it at him full force.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
I could rant about my school's money management. We bought property to build a new high school on years ago, and we trusted the investors to make the purchase and find a good land to build it on. Well, they found the land in a good area because all the people were moving out that way. The land they found, however, was right on top of oil pipes.
Oh,
which you can't build on. You cannot build a foundation on top of oil piping.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So we have this land that we haven't sold for 10 years that we can't get rid of.
damn.
And now my school, I'm convinced my school's not going to exist in another 5 years. It's bad
because they're just so bad at
we're
managing
out
money
of
that
money.
It's just going to
We
collapse.
are out of money. And our school has its priorities in the wrong places.
That's always what happens.
We pay people to come to our school.
What do you mean?
We literally pay some families to come to our school to get our numbers up.
Oh, jeez.
We give them free tuition.
Damn. Well, that's what's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. It's just the people in charge have their priorities all messed up.
So they give a bunch of kids free tuition, and then they say, "Where is all of our money? We have more students than this."
Yeah, that's really dumb. But I guess if you don't have enough students, what do you do? I mean, how do you solve that problem?
The tuition goes up, and then the problem gets worse. That's literally what's happening. The tuition has gone up an insane amount.
So kids,
that's crazy.
Kids suddenly, families can no longer afford to go there in the first place. It's just an endlessly repeating cycle of inflation there.
Yeah, they've screwed themselves from like day one. It's bad.
Why did teachers not have foresight? Well, actually, it's not the teacher's fault. It's the administration's fault.
It's not the teacher's fault.
Teachers usually sit back and they're stunned at the stupidity of the administration.
Yeah, but they can't do anything because they're just teachers.
Which is why when I graduated high school, the school that I graduated from, like that year, so many teachers were leaving the school because there was so many financial problems that the administration could have easily prevented, and just every teacher.
And was that a public school?
Yeah, it was a public school.
See, that's not right in the first place. They have government funding.
So,
there's no reason they can't pay their teachers.
There was just so much conflict there that a lot of teachers were just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm out. I'm going to a school that actually has some competent teachers.
Well, that's good.
They're competent administration.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. No, that's good.
No, that's the thing. I would never, ever get a job somewhere where the staff or like the head staff is like insane. Like, I just couldn't do it.
No, apparently they kept promising raises to the teachers like continuously, but they never gave them out. Like, they were like continuously saying, yeah, no, you'll get a raise. You'll get a really big raise and just keep working here for another year. And then it just never came.
Mm-hmm.
One more year and you'll get your raise.
Yeah. At one point, I don't know if the teachers actually ever ended up going on strike. I think they did go on strike in the summer.
There was a year where teachers did have the ability to go on strike. Like, there were half of them that were going on strike, but a lot of my teachers decided that it was more important just to teach the kids instead of like throw a fit over whatever was happening.
Right. And I think that was
because the kids didn't actually know what was going on. They were like, why are people going on strike? And some of the teachers were like, it's just this dispute between the unions and some other people. And we were just like, well, we don't know anything about it. And then the teachers were like, yeah, that's why we're staying here and teaching you, because you have nothing to do with it. And they're literally punishing the students by going on strike. Right. But yeah, I have no complaints whatsoever about my school district that I used to go to. Like, they did a great job with all the finances and stuff.
I'm glad you didn't have issues.
I went to so many goddamn high schools, man. I could write a goddamn grayscale of all my favorite high schools that I went to. No, I went to some really, really shit ones, and I also saw some really good ones, and I guess I learned a lot about the nature of the educational system through my experiences there.
The only reason I am still at the school is just because I know people here. Like, that's the only reason.
So, Keith, do you think that the last high school that you went to was the one that you enjoyed the most? Like, was that the best one?
Well, are you talking about like on a personal level, or are you talking about like on a structural level, like in terms
On a structural level? Yeah.
Structurally, I think the great. Actually, no. Why did I even ask that? They're both the same for me. The first high school that I went to, Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Lawrenceville High was
Dachshund schools.
incredible. That was like seriously the best school I ever went to. Their whole ethos was just absolutely perfect, and they had such high expectations of the students, but it was never like a pressure. Like it never drove kids to like I have to succeed. It was just like I can succeed, you know. And there, I don't know. There was the whole atmosphere there was really fantastic, but
Nice.
you could just tell that the staff and the administration were really smart and working together, and they knew that the kids came first. And yeah, no, that was just a really nice school. Every teacher seemed like they really, really cared. You know, you didn't have that one teacher who was obviously just there for the paycheck.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely my favorite. Say what you want about New Jersey, but they have a really fantastic educational system. Some of the best schools in the country are in there.
Good stuff, man. Honestly, the way that you talk about the New Jersey educational system makes me want to live there for my kids when I grow up.
But then you got to grow up in New Jersey. South New Jersey is actually a really nice place. South New Jersey is a lot more like the Carolinas. But
South New Jersey?
Yeah.
That's cool.
North New Jersey is the shithole that everyone thinks of.
Yeah. I feel like there's a bunch of people. I feel like Washington, D.C. might have like kind of the same idea in some of the suburbs for it that, whatever Lawrenceville had with you. Like, I feel like there's a lot of places on the East Coast that just have a really good mindset for how to teach kids and stuff.
Education usually gets better the closer you move to like the coast generally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about California?
I have no idea. I never experienced Californian schools.
Okay,
I heard
do you want your kids to grow up in California?
No.
Would you guys like to go to like LA at some point?
No.
Like, I feel like it's just I've seen so many YouTube videos of it that I just don't want to go
LA
there.
seems really hot and shitty, and there's like crime everywhere.
And there's crazy people everywhere.
Yeah.
No, and like
it's just like not an enjoyable
and the way
experience.
I hear it described, it's not even like you get that big city feel. Like it's not tall. It's just really wide. Like it's just a really big, like shitty part of a city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't sound like there's much of any reason to go to LA.
Then again, I've never been there. Could be a beautiful place. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it's pretty. I'm sure it's also not pretty in a lot of places.
Yeah. There's like this whole Skid Row area where you just got like people lined up with tents, just tons of homeless people. Mm-hmm. It's a whole neighborhood filled with tents and bikes and homeless people walking around. Pretty crazy. But yeah. Anyway, do you guys have any more topics?
I want to live in the Arizona desert. I just wanted to throw that in there. Just go into Arizona and just like fucking get high.
Just talking about how shitty and hot LA would
Get
be.
really
and
high.
you're like, oh, let's go live in the desert.
Get really high by eating cactus and stuff.
Yeah, getting stung by scorpions.
You would last one day in the
desert.
That's the
point.
Dude, camel spiders, I don't know if those are just in Africa.
Those are not in the U.S. Those are not in the U.S. Those are in the Middle East.
Those things are creepy.
Yeah,
I watched a YouTube video of those, like, probably 4 months ago at this point, but, like, oh my God, they're creepy as fuck.
Well, you know, we didn't really know about them until we sent soldiers over to Afghanistan, and, like, they kept crawling into sleeping bags.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Oh my God, no. That's horrible.
Yeah, no, like, there's pictures all over the place of, like, soldiers holding the damn things up and, like, posing with them.
I remember I found a black widow in a canoe that I was about to get on, or, like, set sail in.
Ooh.
I was like sitting in the canoe.
I've never seen
I was
one of
waiting
those.
in the canoe, waiting to get pushed off, and I looked out. And I was like, "That's a fucking black widow."
Look at that big
I
ass.
jumped out of the canoe and I ran to the castle. And I'm like, this is at a boarding school that I went to, and I went to the counselor, and he's like, "Oh, okay." Like, he seemed really nonchalant about it. He's just like, "Oh, hey guys, check your canoes. If you found a spider or something." I'm like, it's a
Oh
black
my God,
widow.
what? Jesus Christ, that thing could bite you and kill
Exactly.
you. Especially if you're a
Yeah,
child.
those counselors were badasses, but I definitely wasn't, and I felt like he should have been more alarmed about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to crawl over to you and bite you right away, but holy
You
shit.
can send a picture of a fucking camel spider. First of
I
all,
did.
viewers can't see that. Second of all,
I
I'm
know.
happy that they can't see that.
Holy shit, dude,
Jesus
those
Christ.
things are fucking huge.
Ice, you could edit one of those into
that's
the
two of
the
them,
video.
right?
That's one of those fucking images that I guess
That is two of
that
them
just-
fighting each other.
that just caused me to fucking bring my knees into my chest, man. I can't have my feet on the ground after that image.
That's creepy as fuck, though.
Yeah, no, those things are terrifying.
Oh my God.
They most of the time they're not that big. They're usually smaller than that. But by smaller, I still mean like the size of someone's hand. Like
Yeah, they're like huge.
yeah.
Sounds
God
mad,
damn.
dude.
I wonder if they jump.
I
'Cause
think they
that's-
do.
That's something that I hate.
Can you imagine what like
Jumping spiders are
Can you
the
imagine what
worst.
jumped on you like a fucking face hugger from Aliens?
Oh my
God.
God. I'd freak.
Ah!
I'd go into shock. Oh my God.
Why are we doing
No.
this?
Dude, okay, what's your greatest fear of like insect type of bug type of thing? Like what are you afraid of the
Fucking
most?
those.
I'm afraid of spiders.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I feel like there's something more. I don't know. I know like centipedes freak me out.
Oh God, those things. Ugh.
Anything that like crawls in kind of a slithery kind of way. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Snake-like. I don't mind. I don't mind snakes, but like insects like that, like long ones. Oh.
Hmm.
I don't know. Usually the bugs that hurt me are like, the ones that bite you don't really bother me that much. Whereas like the weird
So, like,
weird ones
bees
that
and stuff?
weird ones that don't bite, or the weird ones that don't bite or anything, they're the ones that freak me out the most.
Okay.
I know there's one that's like really spiny. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know.
All right. Whatever. That was a good little topic. Anyway, do you guys have any more topics?
I don't have any.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
So I guess that would be where we come to an end.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening, everyone. This was Shatterproof
A
Podcast.
show where the stories are made
episode
up and the
3.
hosts don't matter.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm Cam. Thank you for watching.
I'm Weefs.
You guys want to?
You
Lick my penis.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.